Hey everybody, this is Sea Cat or Crystal Cat 73, and today I'm gonna be doing like a dollar store like project. I think it's kind of like one of those ones you get in the cheap section or something like that, or in bungles. I'm not really sure, but it was on the free table down in the community room, so I just grabbed it. Thought I tried it. I'm not gonna be using any of like the devices in here. I'm gonna be using the one I got from the Diamond Art Club, which I've found to be like quite, nice, if that makes any sense. Because the Diamond Art is a really good brand if you ever have a chance to buy it. It's a little bit pricey and spendy, but it's like you get the quality because you get lots of really nice things with it. And I'm also going to be drinking like coffee because I really need it today. And this is like a mug that I painted like a few years ago. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing. So let's open it and see like what it is. Like I said, it's like, I think this is only like my second or third, probably Diamond Art thing that I've done. And this one, it's dogs, as far as I can tell. Yeah, like dogs, like it's a really teeny tiny one. And at least with this one, it's like they did end it like with like, the biggest section being like that. It doesn't like, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look great, but I mean, I guess we'll find out, So let's see what's the first number they start with. And I'm going to probably have to roll this out. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to roll it out and kind of like maybe flatten it a little bit. So I might have to go get some weights. I'll be right back. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to like weigh it down a little bit, and somebody wants to come over here and help. I kind of set down like a little keyboard over here for her, but she's always interested in what I'm doing, So it's just kind of like, I don't know how to really stop that besides maybe putting her in another room, But let's see what the first number to start off with is here. It looks like it's H. So we'll open up the little diamond, or gems, or like drills. I think that's what some people call them. I have yet to learn like what they're actually called. So here I found it. Okay, didn't actually even need the. Let's see, right over there. Go over there. So let's see which one is H on here. Here, go play with it. Go play. Go play with it. Go over there. Thank you. Everybody will enjoy looking at your butt the whole entire time. Yes. So let's see, where's H on here? Let's see if they do them in order, because sometimes it's like with these they do them in order. So, let's see. No. Let's see. Maybe it's the last one. But I guess one is this. But it says like, okay, I think I understand. Okay. So. It says like on here WZ 406, but I guess that's what one is. I guess it's one because the number does not coincide like with what's on there, if that makes any sense. It doesn't say H, it just says 1. So I guess that's what 1 is. Let's see if it looks on here. Like see, see 1 H. And there is no H on here. So far this kit's been kind of, like I said, I know I got it free, But so if there is H on here, there isn't much H on here. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see, H. Okay, there are a few H's, but not very many. So it's like, I do have some scissors here, so we're gonna cut it off. Hey! We're gonna have to put a weight on your tail too. But there aren't many H's on here, so I think we're really gonna have to look for it because this piece is really small. And I might go just get her a toy to play with because come on, let's go. Come on. Here. Come over here. Right here. Thank you. Here. Like I said, and I usually don't like try to stop Daisy from doing anything she wants, but you know, one of these, I think I'm gonna have to put her into another room just because it's like these are such little small pieces and I don't really want her getting into them. But like the piece that we're gonna be starting off with is like H, and I'm not gonna do the whole entire thing like on this camera, but it's like over there, place them over there, and play with those because they're sealed and we don't have to worry about them. So let's see if I can find like the little, maybe, okay, right here. I think there is some like putty or whatever you call it in here, so I don't really need to like worry about like that. Am I gonna have to put you in another room? Like, I don't want to do that, you know, but you gotta get out of the way. And this is from the diamond art one. When I did my diamond art one, I still have a bit of it. They always seem to just give you just enough glue or whatever. Only thing you have to really remember to do is like keep it sealed. So I think I'm gonna get her some. Come on. Okay, she gets one more chance before it's like, and one of the other things they always include is like one of these kind of in all the kits, it's like this kind of, like I said, the ones that aren't the Diamond Art Club are not very nice pieces. Like these right here, and like a little like pan to put them in. But like I said, I usually just stick with the Diamond Art one just because it's like, you know, I consider it to be a lot better quality. I forgot to clean this out last time, but it looks like it's still kind of putty and like kind of sticky. So I guess that's good. So you know where to put the little piece at. So it doesn't look like there's many H's in here, so I'm probably just gonna do like a small one. Like, you know, usually I would probably, if it's the bigger ones, I would do the bigger ones. I don't know if you can see. But let's see. See if we can find the H's on here, because it doesn't look like there's very many. So and I did get one other one that's kind of like a, what do you call it, like a, let's see, dollar store one, just to test it. like I said, this one was free, and I don't know really where it came from. But I'm guessing it came from kind of like not like, you know, a super like, you know, pricey brand. You kind of want to make sure that you line up all the little pieces. And these seem to be sliding too on top of that. So it's like the actual stickiness for them to put them on might not be that great neither. And you can actually buy your own like little like, you know, devices to like separately, and from Diamond Art Club too, to put on there. You're getting one more chance here. No, you're not gonna go on there. You get one more chance, and you don't stop. We're gonna put you in another room. And I don't want to put you in another room. So, come over here and play with those. Thank you. Let's see, so we'll put that over there. So it doesn't look like there's many H's, and there's so much like on here that's like kind of like grays and like just all the same kind of like colors that it's kind of hard to see. But one of the other ones that I do have on here that I'm looking forward to doing is like I have one for kitties. You know, somebody did buy it for me from Christmas from a store that I don't shop with that begins with an H, and I have talked about them before. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna have to put you in like a little different room, I think. Come here. Okay, unfortunately we had to put her in another room. Like I said, I usually don't like doing that, but you know, it's like we're already kind of like 13 minutes into this and I haven't gotten one thing done. So but don't worry, she's got like water in there and she's got her litter box. So where's the other H? Because like this is really super small, so I'm just trying to find like the H's. Like so I don't think there's any H's on here. Oops, didn't want to do that. But and usually I think these like beads, it's like they're pretty much the same exact quality, if that makes any sense to you. There's another H. And it's like a lot of the times when I'm doing these, I will start another color and I will find like, you know what I mean, like one of the other colors. So I kind of do try to kind of keep them in like little pans like this, separate, if that makes any sense. Just to like half off to the side if I do find that color again. Oh, there are a whole bunch up here. Wow. Cool. So I actually do get to use this a little bit, like this device, so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about with this device, the other end. Let's see. There's 4. Let's see if we can get 4. There. Let's see, like I said, it does cover a little bit more of like the pieces. Yeah. So you can pick up a few more. And they do have like, you know, several kinds of like of these devices, especially if you buy it like on your own, you know. And I have like kind of like the, what do you call the, let's see, I only got 2. What do you call the other pieces? The other one is Starry Night, and then it's also some cats like that somebody got from a store that begins with an H that I don't really shop at. I usually go to Michael's. And I try not to promote that other place because it's like they're very, you know, anti-LGBT, and like they're not trying to badmouth it, like, cause it's like, and it's not the employees, it's just the people that like are the head of it. That are, and then like I said, it's like even like, you know, so it's like, unfortunately I can't support the employees without supporting them, you know, because some people are just looking to get a job. So, and like I said, unfortunately that's kind of one of the things that it is that, you know, you can't, like, sometimes you have to just do that, like, not like go to a place and shop there. Will they ever change their policies? I don't know. But, you know, otherwise, I mean, if it wasn't for that, it's like I would not mind the store at all, because this, you know, the stuff that's in there is pretty nice and like not super expensive. But like I said, I usually just end up going to Michael's, because it's like, and they sell fabric at Michael's now too. It's like, if a lot of you didn't know that. So I think I got all the H's, but I'm not sure. Let me double check. If not, I'll just like, oh, there's one more H there, I think. Let's see, right, where was it at now? I just saw it. There it is. Just kind of really weird how the H is done, because it's just kind of really very random. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, usually the thing with diamond art, it's usually not like a same day, like what I call like a same day project. It's like usually it takes a couple hours to do. If I knew how to do time lapse and all of that stuff, it's like I definitely would like do like more of that, but excuse me. Let's see, where did I put my little petty? Okay, the next piece is T. So let's see, where's the T on here? I'm guessing it's just, you know, the next one, you know what I mean? So let's see. So it says 2. So and it looks like this is much more of like, probably kind of more of like where it's like, you know, different, how to explain it. More like, this one's probably more like on places. So let's see, T. Like a lot of this is kind of really small, not the easiest to see, but that's fine. T. There we go. The way they're kind of doing this too is like they're kind of like, usually when they do something, it's kind of all together. It's not just like little random like spots here and here. They're just like little random spots. Which I don't know if that will add to the character or take away from that character. I don't really know, because I'm just getting started on it. Whoops, no, that's an L, so put... And the numbers that are on here are H, T, U, L, V, J, N, W, E, C, P, F, Z, I. Why they chose those letters, I don't know. You know. And sometimes they do give the colors names. I do think like Diamond Art does sometimes like give some of their colors names. And I think I might have some Diamond Art like, or like kind of like what do you call, I'm trying to think what the hell it's called, like on my wish list in that, or at least like some things to store the Diamond Art in. And I might just end it soon. Like I said, I know I'm not going to get this all done today. So, it took a little bit longer because somebody furry kept like interrupting me. Let's see, the little glue there. Let's put that off to the side. And I don't know what I did with the bag, but I'll try to probably find the bag back and maybe just stick that in here. And sometimes they do numbers or sometimes they do symbols too. It'll depend on what kind of kit you get. Because the one that I did, the one that I really did and I really like, it was called Debbie Cat. And she's like a Twitch streamer and she was like, has it like where they sell it on Amazon. And it wasn't really too much, I would say. I mean, like, well, it was much more like, you know, I guess like compared to like a lot of, like I guess other places if you went in store. But again, like the quality of Diamond Art, I keep bringing it up, is that it's like they give you like really nice tools to work with, and the actual stuff that's like they do is like, you know, good quality too. And I should probably invest in getting some like Diamond Art like glue or sealant. You know, and that might be on my request too. And I might just go see if I can get it on Walmart or Michael's. You know, just to kind of see like if they actually have it or not. I don't go to Michael's as much as I'd like to, but it's like, you know, that is like, you know, if you ever want to send me a gift card for there, don't send it to them for the other craft store. You know, because like I said, it's like I try not to like shop there as much as I can. So, let's see. And I'm curious to how this is actually going to turn out. Like, because there's so many, like, similar pieces and similar, like, shapes and colors that it's like, how this is going to actually turn out in the end. And I will, the next project that I do, like, post this on there, kind of show you guys. Because... And like I said, it's just kind of like one of those things you're supposed to do and just kind of chill out and like, you know, whatever. You know, it's not meant to be like, do this quickly, unless it's like you want to do it quickly. Or if you have help and you have like a really big one, you can always get somebody to help you. But I think this is just like a one-person project. And there was no original picture with this, you know, like a lot of the times it comes with like an original picture, but... You know, again, it was on the free table, so I'm not complaining too much. And one of the other ones I'm going to be, like I said, it's like... You know, and one of the other ones, like the Starry Night, I got on sale at Walmart. Just because, you know... How to explain it? It was on sale for $7, and I was like, oh, I'll get that. And it was Starry Night. And that's one of my favorite paintings. You know, it's a Dutch artist, Van Gogh. So, you know, being with a Dutch background, I was like, I should do at least one of these or whatever. And one of these days I do, if I ever can find it again, it's like, I really wish I would have bought it when I saw it was like Van Gogh, like Legos. Maybe someday I'll do it. It's like maybe I'll put it on my wish list or whatever. But I would really be interested in doing that. Let's see. T. And I think T is probably the last one that I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna end it and, like, you know, let Daisy out of her timeout room, which is technically just a bathroom, but like I said, I have a bowl in there set for when I'm doing these projects, just in case I have to do that, you know. And I hate really doing it, but, you know, I don't really want her getting into, like, any of this stuff, you know. And try to get these as close together as you can when you do them, and make sure you cover up the letter. Well, I did find another H, so see if I can find that and get that out of there really quick. See if I can get one out of there without, like... There we go. Now where was the H at again? Okay, well, we'll just set it off to the side up here, just in case we find it again. So, like I said, that will happen to you a lot if you're doing this. You will kind of find, like, letters that just pop up that you missed over. And usually it's like when you get towards the end of the project, you'll start noticing them more. One of the things I am glad that they did is, like, doing the eye. Hopefully there's enough of the, like, the white eyes or whatever to, like, you know, cover this and stuff. So, let's see. I might need more, like, putty. Usually the pink stuff, or the little putty, or the gel, or whatever you want to call it, lasts you pretty long. Like you don't really need a whole lot to, like, do it. The only reason the one of them I still kind of had, but it's like had to throw away because it started drying out. But it's like pretty much it did, like, last me like a while. This, like, putty, and used for a couple of rounds, like on that. It's so interesting that it's like they also have this on, like, I think it looks like flowers there, so it's like it's also not on the, like, the puppy dog. I think this is like, God, what are these, like, ones? Not like a Shih Tzu. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what breed this is, but, you know, the one that looks kind of like a little mini, like, wolfy dog or whatever, like mixed with a Chihuahua. There are a lot more T's than there are, like, though there were of the H, so. And it's kind of like, this color is like, the other one was like kind of like a smoky gray, and this is kind of like a purpley gray, if that makes any sense. And like I said, I might just kind of end this early too, because we're going on 30 minutes now. Like I said, if I knew how to do time lapse, it's like I would do that more and just do voiceovers, but I am not that advanced. So, we are gonna maybe wrap it up right now, and I might finish this up later and show you guys later, or when I get towards the end of it, like, and I'm on my next project, like, save it and just do my next project and, like, show you towards the end of it, like, me finishing this off, and then move on to my next project. I did that last time with, like, the Debbie cat, you know, D-E-V-I cat, diamond art. And I did a color page of hers that I want to, and so, let's see. Okay, so, let's see. I wish I found that stupid H back, but there it is. Hang on a second. Right there. So we're gonna take that one little drill, gem, whatever the hell you want to call it, and like get it right there. There! Yay! So, I think I'm gonna like, because it looks like I'm almost done with the teeth, I'm gonna wrap this up and, you know, let Daisy out. You know, finish up as much as I can finish up, because I said I don't think I'm gonna finish this one in like one day, or like maybe a few hours, but, you know, and do like the final one for my next project. My next project I think I'm gonna do is kind of like a pointillism, like coloring book art, where you put like the markers and dop it down. So that's what I think I'm gonna do for my next one. I don't know yet, but thanks for watching. You guys like glitter socks, and like I said, hopefully this turns out. And it's like, I don't know, I'm not really into, like, I like dogs, but it's like I'm much more of a cat person, obviously. So I might just give this as a gift to somebody who likes dogs. And because it's small enough, I could probably just put it in a little small frame. Or I might get the diamond art glue. I'm going to look into that too. But thanks for watching. You guys rock glitter socks.